culmination of the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year series in the glittering award ceremony and announcement of the title at 10 to 11. But now, a race with devastating results.
You are my daughter and you will do what I say!
You said you weren't going to race.
No, I'll teach this jerk a lesson.
I can't believe we're actually doing this.
You're a legend.
Yeah, how you like that, sucker? We crushed you like a bar.
Oh, we did, huh?
Hey, Tuesday, get out here. We're winners.
Oh, gutsy stuff. Keep us spitting, dude.
You could have killed us all. Tuesday. It's true.
Well, we had to race him. He was dissing you.
Who cares about him if we're all dead, you morons? Wish I'd never come. Tuesday. Just leave me alone.
Nervous?
No, I shouldn't be. I've got all of the research right here and every bit of it backs raising the minimum driving age. I will win, for sure.
It's a radio interview, not a presidential debate.
No, Callum is going to play devil's advocate. We are going to get really stuck in doctor to doctor.
Right.
What?
Callum doesn't do losing. In fact, he thinks Kim Hill is a bit soft, and you guys haven't really seen eye to
Hello,
eye,
he has
so...
a couple of teenagers himself, and look what happened with Scarlett when she was behind the wheel. It's going to be okay, trust me. Anyway, how do I look?
For a radio interview.
Okay, so I might be a little bit nervous.
You'll be great.
Yeah, of course. All I have to do is just, present the evidence.
And now I'd like to welcome to the program Dr. Sarah Potts from Shortland Street Hospital's Emergency Department. Sarah, welcome.
It's nice to be here.
You deal with the results of road traffic accidents. Tough job?
Yeah, especially when they're young.
And now you're lobbying to have the driving age raised to 18. Why is that?
Well, the stats are very clear. Raise the driving age, save lives.
Statistics. But why 18? Why not 40?
Well, teenage brains are still developing. The area of the brain which assesses risk and manages complex tasks doesn't fully develop until the early 20s.
Yet we ask teenagers to be more mature and become independent. With your law change, there's very little chance of that happening.
Well, maturity and independence don't depend on having a car.
Yeah, but that's how most people get around, and it's not like we've got a decent public transport for them to fall back on.
Well, any inconvenience would be offset by the life saved.
Young people lose their jobs because they can't get to work. They won't be able to pay their parents any board. They won't be doing any chores. Inconvenience doesn't begin to describe what your law will do to working families. And a law that doesn't take into consideration the real needs of real people is borderline fascist, Sarah.
If being fascist means saving lives, then...
On the line, we have Nolene. Nolene, what do you think? Should we ban under 18s?
Why the big tansy?
I thought you knew. She was in the car crash.
That was her dad ages ago.
No, it was her whole family, including her Auntie Tony, who's staying with you.
And her son, Harry.
Yes.
Oh.
There are other people outside your planet,
Still, she could have told us that she was still freaked out about cars.
She tried to.
I guess I thought she was more over it.
But why'd she get in the car then?
Yeah.
Well, she's trying to make friends, obviously.
Still, she could have said something.
Not. I mean, the crash probably happened because her drug addict dad was so out of it. He's a total loser. It's not exactly something you want to share with people you're trying to be friends with.
Guess not.
It's a stupid idea.
And why is that?
Well, I'm a solo mom, and if I have to taxi my kids around every day, I'd have to quit work and go back on the benefit. Is that what you want?
Well, any legislation would also require increased funding for public transport, but that would be offset by the lives
My
saved.
daughter doesn't finish ballet until 9 o'clock. You want her to wait at the bus stop in the dark? In this city? Get real, lady.
That's a fair point.
It's fine for wealthy doctors and politicians to pass these laws. They've got the money to get around them. I don't.
Right, okay, we appreciate your call, Nolene. Now, on line 2, we have Darren. Darren, what's your take on this, mate?
No, I don't really have a take on this, but you can tell that boss of yours, Dr. Warner, to stop shagging anything that moves and start doing some work.
Thanks very much, Darren. Okay, we're discussing with Dr. Potts' call to increase the driving age to 18. Is her argument too simplistic? What do you think? Does she need to get real? Why not give us a call? 9-800 News Now. Good start, don't you think?
Tuesday, call me, please. I just need to know where you are. Maybe you should call her. She obviously doesn't want to talk to me.
It might help if you didn't sound like you were panicking.
Well, I am panicking. We're flying out in 2 days' time and she's gone AWOL.
This argument, it was just about going back to the States, right?
Yeah.
Well, so why panic? She'll blow off some steam and come home when she's hungry.
Or maybe she's finally learned to cope my way. I've given her enough demonstrations.
So she's way too smart for drugs. And if she's with Sophie or TK's boys, she's safe enough. Why not call them?
I don't have their numbers.
Well, so call TK and get them.
Do you have his direct dial?
Forget it. I'll try her on myself.
Don't be embarrassed. I called you all idiots. Morons, but it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Don't. You're barely over the crash and we pull you into a drag race again. Of course you're going to freak out. I just keep remembering before... Shouldn't you get that? That'll just be Dad. It's Chris. Hi.
You alright, mate?
Yeah. Dad there?
Uh-huh.
Is it okay if you tell him I'll be home later?
You could tell him yourself. He's worried.
Do I have to?
I think you should.
Okay.
Hey.
Hi.
I was worried.
Well, I'm fine.
I've been trying to get hold of you all day.
Well, I didn't want to talk to you.
Who are you with?
Sophie, Moo and Tane.
Well, just come home now, okay?
Later.
No, now. We've got to sort stuff out. And I'm still worried.
Why? Have the drugs worn off?
Tuesday.
I'm never going to see my friends here again, so I'm going to make the most of it while I can. And I'll come home when I want. Just like you do.